Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Blue South. I mean, it certainly has been a while. Over 3 months since we released our last episode, and a lot has happened in that time. We've got a lot of new content to cover. That being said, we are going to start uploading all of our podcast videos to YouTube, as some of you may be watching right now. I'm excited to introduce some new hosts as well. We're going to be meeting them this episode, and we've got plenty of new, exciting guests for you in store. On top of that, we're also going to resume posting regularly on Instagram, and we're going to have a more set schedule for podcast posts so you know when to expect new episodes to be uploaded. That being said, I would like to introduce Eva Edwards, our first new host. Eva, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, sure. I'm Eva Edwards. I'm very happy to be here. I've actually been featured on two podcast episodes before. I believe the first one was like in season 2, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, so I am along with 4 other girls, I'm a chapter lead for the March for Our Lives Columbia chapter. So some things we've done in the past, we held a rally after Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death, just like protesting the idea of appointing a new Supreme Court justice, or at least to hold it off until after the election. We spoke with a spokesperson for Lindsey Graham to discuss bills HR 1 and HR 8, just kind of expanding voting rights for everybody. And we've done a lot meeting with people. We've met with Black Lives Matter, South Carolina, Generation Ratify, and Building Better Communities. The latter two are local organizations, just to kind of try and advance the discussion about gun violence prevention and anything we can do within our community to prevent any further, mass shootings or anything like that. I'm really into gun violence prevention. I think it's imperative that we take control of preventing any more deaths or mass shootings, because I see how they plague our nation, even our state. Recently in Rock Hill, we had a tragedy. I see school shootings and it honestly breaks my heart. So I just doing whatever I can to prevent any more of these tragedies makes me feel like I'm doing my part. I'm also really into climate change policy. I think it's important to, maintain the environment for the future generations. And also it makes me angry seeing older generations of politicians, not really holding the interests of the people pertaining to the environment, just allowing large corporations to kind of trash the environment and thinking, the economy is more important than people. So yeah, that's just kind of a little bit about me. But yeah, I'm really happy to be here and, contribute to the discussion about youth and politics.
Yeah, that's all really exciting. And I can tell you here in Columbia, where we are, I mean, we've seen some of the work you've done has had a pretty big impact on like the political youth community here. That being said, it's rather small, but as far as I can tell, it's growing at a pretty exciting rate. And on the topic of, youth and politics, especially in the state of South Carolina, I'd also like to introduce our other host, Peyton Brown. Peyton, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Thank you, Paul. So as he just said, my name is Peyton. I don't have as much of a diverse resume as our other newest hosts. I don't have much political experience. I'm more of just like watching the news and just trying to get involved in the conversation as much as possible. There's not really much to say. I'm very interested in learning about America's position in the world and how it relates to climate change, gun control, and the border crisis down south. And I'm glad to be here just so I can learn more about this stuff and also just kind of spread the word about all the problems going on in the world. Now, as some of you may not know, I'm from Conway, which is just near Norwood County. And yeah, I'm just glad to be here in the Blue South. That's really all I could say.
Yeah, exactly. It's great to have you on board, man. So like I said earlier, we're going to resume sort of a regular posting schedule. We've got some hosts already on schedule now for episodes that are coming up later on this month and throughout the summer. This episode, however, it was more just sort of an introductory episode, getting back into the groove of regular posting schedule, sort of outlining what we have in store for you guys over the coming months. That being said, sometime in the near future, we will also be launching a sort of website, is sort of an interactive platform where people can come together, discuss politics, especially in local communities in South Carolina and throughout the southeastern United States. And we will hopefully also resume our Instagram lives at some point in the near future. That being said, that is it for today's episode. Just a short one. Excited to have everyone back on board, and we will see you guys soon.